Okay. Alright. So in this one, I want to look at some poe2.ninja builds that are, and just kind of look at what's going on there, because I'm kind of curious myself. So let's move this one out of the way. Let's see. Why does it say chat rate 1 but I can't see anything? That's kind of weird. Fuck, I don't know what's going on. Is it because it's some mean shit that's been filtered out? I don't know. Anyway, fuck. If you are playing PoE2, you can just PM me in game. It is a lot better that way, actually, because I get the highlight around my Path of Exile 2 thing. Okay. Let's do. Where's the browser? Huh? Sorry, I can't figure this all out right now. Okay. There it is. Does this work? It does work. It does work. It's good. That's good. Okay, this is... Holy, this is kind of interesting. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's do it this way. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do people get really, like, OCD about this shit? Like, lining it up? Alright. So, this is so cool, because, like, we can look at different builds and shit. And, I actually enjoy... This is more interesting than the game itself sometimes, honestly. This is where you plan your character out, how you know, the game is when you just kill monsters with it, and doing that for hours and hours and hours and no variation can be kind of boring. But where the fun really is like, okay, how you make the build, what makes the build go, why they're using the items they're using. So, and this is one example of a guy who, he knows what he's doing, obviously, and he kind of, this is his version of it. So it's the same build as one I have, and you go to get here. There's a site called poe2.ninja. You guys know this one already, but you can do a lot of fun shit with this, right? Like, one is to see the passive, and the jewels are here, right? He's got +2 Plaguebearer, Presence, Curse, really good, right? Energy Shield, Damage Recoup, good, right? These are good, right? And he's not running any megalomaniacs or from nothing. So, but you don't have to. Like, that's the thing. It's an option you can take. It's not like a mandatory part of the build. So here you can look at the build itself and the tree. So this is a skill tree, right? Enlarge it, right? And this tree, when I look at this, I know it's almost exactly the same as what I have. It's like there could be variations here and there, but this tells me the whole build's right at a glance. Like it's totally runnable like this. And for ascendancies, exact same picks, right? And so how do you unshrink? Here you go. Yeah. So then, what I want to do here, and this is a big one, is how do I find all the builds that are doing what this is doing? So the unique thing about this build, so you look for the mandatory items. That's what I'm thinking, right? Deepest Tower, Plague Finger, Trample Toe. Trample Toe. These are the three main uniques that make the build what it is. And I think Prism of Belief is almost like, without it, it's a tragedy. So, back to search, right? So if I type in my character, like any questions you have, if you want the latest build, what am I using now? The best thing to know is don't trust people, is what I would tell you. Just come here if they have their build linked, and some of them do. People who know the game will probably link their character. This is my character. Same build, right? Same 3 core uniques. Okay, but one ring is different, the belt is different, so then you think, why, right? So it's not, there's no right or wrong. There's no like ultimate build. It's just everyone's different in how they want to do it. But the base has to be kind of the same, right? And the tree looks very similar, right? Same cluster in the middle. And then like my jewels, to answer the other guy's question, yeah? You guys are saying like, okay, yeah, MOBA doesn't have the jewels, but don't go to MOBA, come here. MOBA is, how you make a MOBA is you take this code, or you can use POB for that too, but you can take this code and just, you copy and paste that into MOBA, and MOBA saves it. So MOBA will always be out of date. Kind of, but not really, because sometimes the guy will screw around this build and then this becomes all screwed up, but usually, if you want to know, if you want the inside scoop, so to speak, on how people are running their builds, this is where you go. Because I think it's fetched live from GGG servers. It's not someone's typing this in. This is all like, this site is going to GGG servers, pulling off your character's data and just putting it here real time. And you can even do shit like rewind it. Like, what was I doing at week 5? Kind of creepy. I was at level 87. I was doing some weird shit with Voltaxic Rift. I was playing around with other stuff. And then week 6, did I move to the build yet? Yeah, I did, you see? I started using the wand, shield, this stuff. This is when I figured it out, at week 6. Probably before that too. And now this is the latest snapshot. This is 3 hours ago. So, you want to know what jewels? Here you go. Instead of showing you in game, there you go. You can come to this site right now and see all the jewels I'm using, and I can't hide it from you. The only way I can hide it from you is before I log off, I purposely replace this with other crap. And some people do that sometimes, like they're really tryhards if they're like in a race or competitive event, and they want to not reveal what they're playing. Which is fair game, of course, but there's no point now, right? So I kind of want to know now. I want to see if anyone, how many people are using this, and this together. Because people are using this, and this together are probably playing some version of the build and the wand. Because using a wand is unusual. So I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. Because I want to know. I'm a little bit curious, honestly. So uncheck Pathfinder because they might not be running. They might be doing Titan. So we reset. Reset. Why am I not finding it here? Reset all filters. So this is everybody. So if you know how to use the site, obviously you can see what's being played. You can see why people like it because Pathfinder is 0.8%. That's really low. Titan is 2. So just by playing this build, you're special, quote unquote, because like people judge. I think people do judge subconsciously. If you show up as an Amazon or Jedi or Blood Mage in the trade, I don't really judge all that much. I think, but you kind of think, oh, another meta guy, like so. But you show up as a Pathfinder or Chronomancer, like people might be like, oh, well, what the hell could he be running, right? So anyway, enough about that. So. First of all, Tangle Tongue at 43%. When I see this is nerf. There's no way a unique should have, across every class, there's no way it should have a 43% play rate. If you get hooked on this item, it will not stay. Next patch, almost guaranteed. And also what's surprising is Ingenuity, after the nerf, still has 42% play rate. All that tells me is they don't have enough good belts. That's it. And, okay, so we'll do Trample Toe. 3%. Then we do, what's the other key unique? Deepest. And then we do, what? Does it not save it? I can only do one or the other? How do you like, you can't do a multi, like I want to like filter for these items. It replaces it? How do you do that? Maybe you can't, huh? A plague finger then. So it's really rare, isn't it? Let's see. And then Titan at 19, huh? So is there anyone else who's doing this? Like, that's Galen right there, right? So actually not that common, right? So PF, but PF at 11. Okay, we do this, right? PF at 11. So 3. Okay? So still very rare. So Pathfinder dead, this guy's saying. I mean, they shouldn't show that on top. Okay, this is interesting. Why a pick? This is interesting. I don't get this shield, but I don't know. +3. And random jewels. And a very different tree, which is really interesting. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they tried it and then they just kind of didn't like it or just abandoned it. I don't know. But like, these nodes are all for what? Yeah, this probably was a different build, I think. It's exactly the same. Poison burst. So yeah. So what about Titan? That's my build, right? There's shield charge hero. Again, a pick, huh? So there, I see +5 melee is common between those two, right? Okay. I see what's going on here. Kind of. So I did notice that +5 to melee. I don't agree with this though. But whatever. The reason why is because using a pick over a wand is, for the +5 level of all melee skills, which is unique to a mace. I actually played with that in yesterday's stream and I thought, no, because this does nothing for the Plaguebearer damage. Whereas the stat line gain % damage is extra whatever damage, that does. That affects all your damage, everything. And also, that's the stat line that makes Trample Toe really go boom. Like, I think it's multiplying on itself as it goes along. So if you my thinking here is, if you run a mace, I don't think it's good. I think I would always run a wand in this slot. And then they're cheap too. So, but I don't know. And +3, right? Like, this guy was running Deepest Tower for a long time, and he was doing on week 5, he was doing some quarterstaff build. Still quarterstaff. Now the pick, right? At week 7. So this is where he made a swap. So yeah, that's so it looks like of the people who've linked their accounts, oh, this is a different build using spear. What's the main skill here? So this is not the same build. This is totally different. Trail of Caltrops. Whoa, that's interesting. This is a Caltrops build? Holy shit, really? That's... Oh, wow. I never thought about this. Huh. Venom bursting can commodity execute delayed reaction. Is this good? I'll look at it later. And this is how you get interesting ideas. Like you just copy other people, or not copy entirely. You don't copy everything. You just kind of think, what were they thinking, right? Like these guys have the same ideas, right? Like the reason why this cluster is allocated is because this guy has a from nothing, unwavering stance. Here, right? Exactly what I was thinking too. Like, because it's a pain in the ass for him to get these nodes. So, why does he go all the way here? I don't understand. Sometimes they're dead builds, or like they just don't play anymore. But this to me thinks this is very defensive. Like he spends all these points just to get defense or attributes. Why do you get attributes for? I don't know. Energy shield is 1.8, 2.4. 10k evasion. Holy, that's pretty high. And yeah. So it's a Caltrops build. What I can imagine, this guy is just dodge rolling through the map and watching everything die. That's interesting. Yep. Yep. So this is so flattering because when I see this, I think he copied my build. Not copied. He watched a video, liked it, and then said, I want to play it. Some Chinese guy. Yeah. See, he was doing, before this, he was doing a Calm's Heart. The Bursting Decay. These are expensive, I think. This is when you life stack and then you convert your life into damage, which is interesting. Crown of Eyes, okay. And then week 7, still the same. So it's just recently he changed over. +3, yeah. Mega, pure chaos, leeching toxins. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is pretty strong too. It's got an interesting effect. Where does he have it socketed though? This is when you have to use PO. I'm kind of curious because he's got 2 of these. Increased chaos damage. Okay, so I think this is a misconception. I think he put this in because he thought chaos damage. It does increase it a little bit, but it's so small it's not worth scaling. Like, this is so obscure. I think increased chaos damage does not increase poison damage. Bottom line, it looks like it should, but it doesn't. And he has melting maelstrom. Ah, okay. I don't know why though. So yeah, I'm gonna copy this into POB. So what you can do here, let me do the OBS thing where I switch. So I copy that code. Then let me switch to window. I'm gonna go to POB like this. Okay. And then I go to POB here. And then I go to configure, no, is it import export build? And you just paste it here. And you can see what he did, right? So %. That's interesting. But only 2 notables, right? That would be 8% damage with extra chaos. I don't know if I do this. I don't know. Everyone's different. I don't agree, but you know, everyone does their own thing. So this is how you can also get a more detailed look at any build you want in the game. If you import into POB, you'll see what they want. Yeah, so he went for this cluster here, right? Deterioration and resonance. But why resonance? Okay, yeah. So I did this too. I don't think this is correct. I thought these nodes would be so good for this build. They're not. Like, you look at the POB. It's telling you right there that unallocating this would give you minus 3%. Like, that's not good. That's like a 2% node, right? And the reason why, and it's actually accurate, is that increased chaos damage, that sentence does not increase the damage of your poison. It increases chaos damage hit damage, if that makes any sense. So that's why I would not recommend you to use a from nothing resonance. It's, yeah, you would do chaos inoculation. This will work. See, it says right there. It says, how is it granted by, oh, he has it, yeah, so he has it already, this one, right. So that removing it would give you minus 12%, 11.4. It's about 12% more then. That's big. So like, when you look at a notable, like you want those like 10% more damages or stuff, right? And yeah. So that's how it works. So yeah. And one other cool trick I kind of want to it doesn't work now because it's so late into the patch, but I think it's worth sharing because I think it's how you discover some cool builds. So let me go out to OBS, switch it back to poe2.ninja. Where is it? There. And then I'm going to go back to the game. And I'll show you a cool trick I did. This is pointless now, but like when a new patch hits, usually it's meaningful. Like when the patch first started, what I like to do is I go to trade 1. I don't know if this works anymore. Maybe it doesn't work, but I'm going to just see if it does, just for fun. Because I don't know if people are still selling carries. Maybe it takes time. I don't know. There's no way chat is dead. No, trade chat is completely dead. Holy, no way. Is this game that dead now? No way. Trade 1, nothing? That's kind of sad, man. That's really... No way, man. There's no way no one's playing the game? I'm a bit surprised. What's going on? Okay. No, Marson, Snake Pit does nothing for the build, right? There's no projectiles. And I don't know. I was thinking of Titan and Pathfinder. So. Yeah, okay. Holy, this game is really dead. There's no way that's so quiet. Oh, that's too bad. But yeah. Like, you can actually, like, take the people here, like, their names. And, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, you can do a who is on them, right? I think. I'm not sure. Let me just try this one more time. Yeah, see? You can find out what class and level they are. But that's not interesting if they're selling stuff. What's more interesting if they're selling carries. And I thought, like, now it's not that important, but when early in the league, when people are like can't do the 3rd or 4th, and then there's people carrying that stuff that you can't do, well, I get really curious. Well, what are they doing? What builds are they running that they're so strong that they can carry like an entire party? And this is, you got to remember, this is really sensitive, right? The time of it is very sensitive. If like, many people can make builds that easily clear 3 or 4th now, but if you remember the first week, it wasn't that easy, or second week, and then they pop up here, people who can carry an entire party. And what I would do is I just who is that person. Sometimes they don't let you do that. You find out who they are, and you're like, okay, they're a blood mage, right? And then you just go on poe2.ninja and look them up, and you know, and you see what they're doing. Sometimes that works, Sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes they swap people over and stuff, but it works enough that you can find it out, like find out what's going on. Another example is that there was Pathfinder very early saying they could carry T4 Sim at a time where T4 Sim was like really hard, and like they're carrying the damn thing. And so I'm curious, like, first, you don't know they're a Pathfinder. They're saying I'm going to carry your T4 Sim for like one div, and then you go, who is? And they're like, what? That's a Pathfinder? Like, no way. You know, at a time when everyone's telling you to run like lightning, like Amazons, and they're telling you to run like Dead Eyes and all that. Well, there's a Pathfinder at level 90 selling one divine carries for simulacrums. That's all. That's only going to sell like at the beginning of the league, right? So now it's just people selling uniques. Yeah, it seems like no one's playing the game really anymore. That's kind of sad, huh? Hopefully because this usually goes by a lot faster. So, but yeah, that's kind of a cool trick, I thought, and I'll do that every patch for sure. Like, I only figured that out mid-patch because I was like, who are these people selling those services like that? And that's how I found out. But yeah, but I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that most people who even watch this stuff, they already know this already, or stuff like that, because people who just follow builds blindly go to like the easiest clicks, right? Usually don't dig deep into like. But yeah, there's not a single person selling carries now. No way. It's really interesting. There we go, finally. So Akane. So this is a dummy, isn't it? They're like, they invite you, but someone else is doing a carry or something. So you can't find out anything. That's too bad. I think so, right? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. What is this shit? This is a scam, isn't it? Holy is it a scam? Is that Ashmentus? I don't think so, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Marcin. The +3s are like really expensive. You have to know too that a lot of people don't link their builds on. Like, I don't think it's default. So there's a lot of builds that are not on poe2.ninja too, right? So we don't know who they are, and I don't know. That's 25 div, I know. Well, now that I know this shit happens, like, look, normally I would not post any of this kind of stuff, this build, and I just keep it to myself, right? But I decided, yeah, that's kind of boring, right? Because at some point it's like, okay, the build's good enough. I don't know what's the value of keeping it secret or like not telling anybody, but it was extra work to stream it. But I tried it because I thought it would be fun, and I did, and it was fun. And yeah, I guess if you do that and enough people pick up on it, yeah, the price does go up. But yeah, you don't need +3, right? I explained it, right? +2 is good enough. It's more than good enough. Here I have, what, 25? I'll show you why. So remember that number, 27k, right? 27.6. Drop it down one level. 26.3. I'm not going to sweat like a 27 versus 26. I'm not going to, it's not a big deal. It's like, okay, but if you can just socket one gem and get it, then yeah, why not? But let's say the difference between 2 and 3 is like 20 divines, and there's no reason to pay 20 divines just to get that difference, right? So yeah, looks like no one's playing anymore, right? Because you can't even fill like one slot for this. Oh well. It's funny that no one's playing this yet. I mean, I'm surprised people come and watch. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's because it's scarce? Really? Because, well, Super Leroy, when I looked at the trade chat before, it was like, I think there was like at least 20 of them. You know, I'm serious. So maybe you're right, but I wish I had saved that trade. I wish I bought all of them actually. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would actually like. I don't like doing that. So, but I really do think that there were at least, look, for an underplayed skill. I'll look at it right now. How many? If it's a complete garbage skill that no one plays, how many +3s are there? We'll look at it together, right? That will tell us. So, numbers will reveal the actual truth. So, you go back to the browser. Let's type in something really underplayed, like no one really thinks about it. Let's see. So let's say +3 to, no wait, level up. Let's see, I don't know, bear invocation. So yeah, so this is what I saw when I did Plaguebearer search. It's like this, AFKs, these are bullshit, right? And then you get all these 1 divines endlessly. And it goes to 3. So, okay, you're right. It is kind of scarce. It's not like there's like 100 of them. But here you see like how many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 potential sellers, right? But then you type this one. Oh, I'm wrong? Oh my god, there's a shit ton of them. Well, someone said there are like 25 divines. Are these... Okay, no. So there's like a few of them. Oh, this is a month ago, right? So you don't invalidate those. So this is nothing like what I saw at like 2 weeks ago. Nothing. It's completely different. So that's why I think there's a correlation. But if you're not convinced, that's fine. Not +3? What do you mean? Oh, those aren't +3s? Oh, okay. What? Alright, whatever. It's, let's see. Was I wrong there? Oh, those are +2s. Okay. I didn't put the 3 there. Hold on. You're right. I made a mistake. Yeah, okay. Okay. You see? So, like, this +3 is huge. And I think the other one, did I not do a 3 there? Let's see. Let's do barrier invocation. 3. I didn't screw that up, did I? Yeah, exactly. It was like this. They're all +3s. This is what it looked like. I'm not joking. When 2 weeks ago. So there's a correlation for sure, I think, right? So yeah, like there's probably even other skills, I don't know, that may be +3s, and so yeah. Those are not +3s? Oh, a damage skill? Okay. Yeah, but okay, I won't get into this whole argument because the point is simply that you can believe me or don't believe me. I had many choices when I bought +3 Plaguebearer, and that's it. The point is, the only reason I dig this out is because this is what I saw. That's it. That's all it is. Alright. And what else is there? Okay, turn that off. Yeah. So I actually kind of want to know, like, if anyone posts a, oh man. Oh, there it is, one more guy. Okay. Because I don't even know, like, how people are running the carries now, so. Let's see. Do who is on this guy first, because I kind of want to know if it's even worth looking. Okay, so Deadeye, right? Okay, so I'll look at this guy's profile if it's on poe2.ninja. And let's see. So if this guy's on poe2.ninja, here. He's not. So this guy's not linked. So I can't see what he's doing. But sometimes they do reveal their profile, and it's kind of interesting. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, that's just what I wanted to talk about in this vid. Just how to use really that site poe2.ninja is pretty good for looking at stuff. And most people are not connected, I think. I'm not sure what the number is exactly, like the percentage of who's I think because you have to elect to go to connect your build, to connect your account. I would say the majority of people are not connected there, but I don't know what it's like now. So yeah, all right, that's all I wanted to say. Oh, I get it, Super. Yeah, that's true. You're right. Okay, yes, of course, the scarcity, it's true. Of course, +3s are super rare. I see your point. But I guess, so like, I guess the conclusion from that is they're really underpriced if you're kind of like experimenting with a skill that no one really is playing. So I don't know about like the, like, so it's hard to say what a fair price would be, right? Because it's all like determined by how many people want it. But look, I think, wouldn't you feel like, okay, you discover some skill that's really good, you get it for 1 divine, and like 3 weeks later it's like 25. It's like, it could mean someone else discovered it, published it, and then, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just now the problem just remains that now it's 25 divines, but it would never pay that, right? I mean, so a +2 is sufficient because the damage increase is really like whatever. Like, as I showed there in the video, 27 to 26, you don't need that. It's not going to make a big difference in anything, in my opinion. So yeah. Did I miss anything before I thinking about something? What else could you do on poe2.ninja? Like, it was a lot better with in PoE, in the other version. The PoE1 version of this is a lot more like complete, and this one's a lot less. So it's too bad I can't check that guy out. I want to see one guy at least that's offering carry services. Guess no one's really playing through the campaign again, huh? Or everyone can get through it anyway, so no need for it anymore. Is this a scam? It's gotta be, right? What does Astromantis look like? Is that a scam? Yeah, it's a scam. Fuck, are you serious? People are doing this? That's not an Astromantis. Man. Anyway, I kind of want to just lay back, chill, and talk while playing a game like Clair Obscure Expedition 33. So, yeah, that's it for now. And I'll try to think of some other interesting thing to look at or talk about, because it's fun. Makes the game fun again for a short while. And okay, that's it. Alright, yeah, hopefully it goes down, because that's way too high, right? That's way too high. I get what you're saying. Like, there's only like 9 of them. Some guy buys all of them, and I don't know. But there's some guy doing. I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't matter. All it is basically, it's way too overpriced. Bottom line, and who? I guess the reason's not so important anymore, and there's no need to pay that many divines for it for sure. So hopefully it does come down, but so far, it. We'll see. Actually, it'd be fun to monitor that over the next few weeks. But when the new patch comes out, they're going to release a bunch of new uniques and all that, so things might change, and play other stuff would be more interesting for sure, right? Like, don't know. Alright.